All right. Good evening, everyone, and dear jury members. Thank you for joining on Saturday's evening. This is Maharajan, and it's a pleasure to be your host for next couple of hours. The Institute of Product Leadership proudly welcomes you all for Skillathon and Go to Market by the cohort of product management certification programs. And our participants will present their innovative solutions, and our esteemed jury will evaluate them on key parameters. As Skillathon Go, it promises to be an event filled with exciting challenges and skill demonstration. This is an event where top shortlisted participants from the cohort present their hands-on project and the portfolio towards assurance of skills to demonstrate the market and competitive analysis, segmentation, targeting, positioning template, GTM, RTM strategies, budget plans, sales enablement, demand generation, stakeholder management, identify key channels, promotions, growth strategy, and marketing strategy. Right? Before we get started, I would like to thank audience and juries for joining us on Saturday's evening. Today's session is going to be an exciting and definitely some great learning takeaway. And the cohort will walk the talk of IPL mantra, learning by doing, and the audience will not just witness it live, but will also get to vote and choose the winners. I'll get to that in a bit. So let me begin this session by giving you an insight on what is Skillathon and why IPL emphasize on Skillathon on being the real test of skills, right? Skillathon is an event where top performing learners demonstrate their understanding of skills, applications of the same in context of real world product idea as a part of their learning journey and to the industry juries and other learners. At IPL, we replaced examinations with Skillathon and studying with learning by doing. The institute strongly believes that the real test of skills is by demonstrating your idea to a live audience and the industry experts. So now let's take a quick overview about product management certification program. Our product management certification program is globally recognized program. It has a real assurance of skills with knowledge, and it is completely focused on the career transition and career acceleration. And we have a very strong philosophy, which is learning by doing, right? So without further delay, let me give a introduction for juries today. A very warm welcome, juries. Thank you for taking time to join us as a jury for today's Skillathon. First of we'll hear it from Adityanarayan Ravishankar, who's the director of product marketing at Sprinklr. And second jury we have Vinny Soni Donjia. She's a senior product marketing manager at Amazon. And we have Abhijit Parekh, who's the director of brand marketing at Swiggy. Welcome, juries.
Thank you, Marathon.
Yeah. So first of all, we'll start with Aditya sir. Aditya sir, we would love to hear a quick introduction about you.
Sure. Hey guys, super happy to be here. So I've been in Sprinklr for about 3 years now, right? I lead product marketing for a global portfolio of products, including the platform capability, AI insights, as well as um, the Gen AI and agentic AI piece. So that's broadly my remit at Sprinklr. And I'll give a quick intro. It's been an interesting ride because what I was doing before Sprinklr was completely different. I was at Razorpay where I was essentially the general manager, the quasi general manager for core payment solutions, right, which is the core business for Razorpay. And again, product marketing at Razorpay versus Sprinklr is completely different ball game, right? Because at Razorpay, I always like to joke that PMM is that negative space in the organization. It's doing the thing that nobody else is doing, right? But I think at Sprinklr, we have a very well organized engine. There are specialized swim lanes. I have a content team. I have a digital marketing team that I work with. I have pre-sales, sales, implementation support, and so on and so forth, right? Uh, in a B2B SaaS setting, product marketing is typically very much revenue enablement. And it's also something that I really truly enjoy, right? So yeah, it's been a great ride at Sprinklr. Before that, I was at Razorpay. Like I said, I spent about 1 year cutting my teeth in product marketing, learning the tricks of the trade and learning the ropes. And graduated from ISB in 2021 as a part of class of 2021. So that's the long and short of it. Super happy to be here and super excited to see the presentations that you guys have in store for us. All the very best to all the presenters. Over to you, Winnie.
Thank you, Aditya sir. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll hear it from Winnie ma'am. Hi ma'am, good evening.
Hey, hi. Hello, everyone. Super excited to be here. I just a quick intro about me. So I have been dabbling into various types of marketing projects or user growth, etc. from past 12 to 13 years. My background has largely been the banking and the fintech side, and started my career with State Bank of India after IIFT Delhi, where I was handling their international marketing, graduated to digital marketing with WNS, and then a lot of different things with Yes Bank. And now I'm with Amazon Pay, looking after their overall UPI user growth. Uh, in my roles or in the different roles which I have been part of, there has been a lot of go to market for new launches, for existing products, how to drive their growth, and working across teams. And I believe that's basically the role of a marketer today. So not to look at it only from what is it going to be outside in the market, or I mean how to take the product outside of the market, but look at it from a product side, from a CX side, from the revenue side, from what exactly at each and every level customer experience is going to be. So that's about it. Me, I'll not give much gyan right now. Let's save it for the end of the questions, etc. But happy to be here. Looking forward to all the presentations and all the very best.
Thank you
Over.
so much, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah. Abhijit sir.
Hey, hi everyone. Again, a warm welcome to everyone, and I'll just give a 30-second background about me. I have varied exposure across FMCG and tech. So I was with Asian Paints for about 8 years, and with Swiggy for almost 3 years. And this has sort of I've done the A to Z's of sales and marketing in Asian Paints, right from rural sales in the villages of Karnataka to urban sales to brand marketing, product development, designing paint cans, and talking to painters and contractors and so on. And from there to the world of Swiggy, working on social product marketing, again, a different kind of product marketing, not the one that you see in FMCG, and uh, all sorts of, bells and whistles that come with being part of Swiggy's brand marketing team. Very glad to be here. All the very best to everyone, and I look forward to a cracking competition.
Thank you, Abhijit sir. And again, a very warm welcome to all the juries, and thank you for joining for today's Skillathon. Okay, next up, we'll quickly see the guidelines for today. This is very important. So guidelines are as given. It will be 10 minutes presentation for the team, and 5 minutes is going to be Q&A and feedback by jury only, right? Jury will cast their votes on the scale of 5 to 1, and like 1 being poor and 5 being excellent. And juries can evaluate the participants, like the competitors, based on the given rubric. And jury, and if audience, if you have any questions to ask, you can put it in the comment section. Maybe the teams will respond accordingly, right? So this is the thing. And after every presentation, we will have a Q&A, we will have a feedback, and we will go for the audience polls accordingly. All right. So Thank you so much, and we'll get started with the first team. So let's begin the presenters for today. First team, we have Meenu Prasad and Nima Matthew. So Meenu Prasad and Nima, you can start with the introduction and help me with who's presenting the screen today.
Hi Maharajan, hello everyone. So I'm gonna present Maharajan, but I think I don't have access for presenting yet.
I'm giving it.
Yeah, all right.
You can go ahead, yes. So once
Shall
your
I go ahead?
introduction is done and your time will start.
Sure. Hello everyone. Very good evening. This is Meenu, a passionate product owner for building meaningful digital experience. I am currently associated with Dell Technologies, and I have my associate Nima. Nima, go ahead and introduce, then probably I'll start sharing the screen and present it.
Sure. Hi, everyone. This is Nima. So I'm looking for, I have 14 plus years of experience on the technology and as a developer, and I'm looking forward to like go to the come to the product management stream. So I joined this course. So yeah, I'm looking forward to best in this presentation. Thanks.
Thank you, team. All the best for you. Your time starts now.
Thank you. Did you give me option to share? I am not able to share. 1 second. All right. Yeah.
You are the co-host. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Able to see my screen?
Yes. Yes. Meenu, you can start.
Thank you. Okay, so you're able to see the presentation, right? So as name suggests itself, as I have already introduced, like I've been working as a product owner. Over the past few months, I, along with my associate Nima, have been closely involved in shaping the product and technology roadmap for our product called Homely, which is a home cooked food app. And today we are very excited to walk you through our go-to-market strategy, how we plan to bring this heartfelt home-style food experience to the right audience at the right time with the right message. So this is where we are going to discuss about the challenges being faced and the customer value which we are trying to bring in. So the existing challenge for the users are hectic schedules, leaving no time or little time for cooking, ultimately leading to the unhealthy takeouts. So food quality and hygiene are the major concern at this moment. And also at the same time, we are targeting home safes who are lacking some platforms to reach to the customers. The problem we are trying or targeting to solve by like providing customer healthy personalized meal option along with providing tools and platform to home safe to scale and monetize. Basically, our platform connects both sides seamlessly. So this is the wireframe. Like we have complete wireframe, but we have just included two of the screens. One is the registration and login page where we are giving option to register and for the cook as well as the customer profile. And second wireframe is like how our app going to look like, where we have option to choose the meal along with the preferences. If you see the third screen says about the preferences, where there is option to add, remove the preferences. They can save it for the future uses as well. Our persona includes users as well as cook both. So most likely business professional like young user working in a city like Bangalore and who values health and seeks convenience, but they don't have much time for cooking. And also students who have come outside from home recently and they are looking home touch based food ideas. Along with that, home cooks are also taken as persona for us. Coming to the market analysis is a online food delivery market in India was valued at USD 36.3 billion in 2023 and is projected to grow at a CAGR of 27.2%, reaching USD 192.7 billion by 2030. And the growth is driven by basically the rising of smartphone and internet penetration, urbanization, busy lifestyle, increasing demand for healthier home style alternatives to restaurant food. I have also captured target and segment. So target basically Consider the customized food option like spice label, dietary preferences, portion sizes, etc., featuring local safe stories and regional cuisine, offer meal planning, and features of subscription. Our target specific segment includes working professionals, students in metro cities, elderly, any health conscious individual, families seeking affordable daily meals. Also, partners with local home safe, leverage festival, regional events. They are looking for any based menus or using social media and influence marketing. We are targeting it. Next is competitive analysis. So as part of competitive analysis, we have performed analysis of different similar food apps existing in the market currently. And we have compared all the features listed here. Like we have listed the features and given yes or no, like feature existing or not existing. And as a strategic takeaway from this all analysis is like differentiation. How we are going to make differentiation by focusing more on hyper personalization, AI based meal suggestion, regional safe storytelling. Along with that, we will take care of trust and hygiene factors by certification, kitchen audit, safe profiles to gain the trust on the hygiene. Over to you, Nima.
So go-to-marketing is around a simple and powerful idea that is healthy home-cooked meals made by real people for real people who care about what they eat. So while most of the food delivery platforms focus on convenience and variety, but we are positioning ourselves as a health-first, hygiene-focused alternative to restaurant takeout. Next slide. To reach our audience and drive adoption, we are using a multi-channel go-to-market approach that blends digital acquisition, which by leveraging Instagram, Facebook, Google Ads to build awareness and drive conversions. And then we also have local activation, like we'll be running some sampling booths in the co-working spaces, PGs or gyms, where core users hang out. And we also have other channels like partnerships, where collaborating with the corporates for employee meal plans and fitness centers for like diet aligned meals and all, giving us access to bulk and recurring customers. And also we also have referral loyalty through refer and earn programs. Next slide. Pricing strategy.
Yeah.
So our pricing strategy is designed to balance affordability, flexibility, like tailored to suit different customer lifestyle margin. For occasional users or for first time customers, we offer pay per meals model. And then we also have our meal subscription, which is our core monetization strategy, which offers better value and revenue for us. And also we also have corporate plans having tie up with the companies for employee meals. Next slide. So the key channel, our goal is to ensure we reach users what they already are, like online and in physical community clusters. So our route to market is designed for both efficiency and scale, reaching the right users at the right time through most impactful and measurable channels. Next slide. So we also have designed our sales incentive programs to activate and reward people closest to the sale. Like we also are investing in the channel partnerships to unlock high trust customer pools. And these partnerships will give us speed to scale, while our incentive structures are ensures that we are not spending until we are growing. The next slide. So next slide talks about our launch campaigns. Like we have pre-launch campaign, post-launch campaign, and during the product launch. So before we launch a product, our goal is to generate demand. So we have a teaser campaigns and through other ads through the social media. And during the launch, we will be having a launch video ads and some opening offers and programs. And post-launch, we will post-launch, our goal is to retain the users and keep up the momentum. So we will be sharing customer feedback and also we'll be introducing some loyalty programs.
We have
Exactly.
last 3 minutes.
Okay. Coming to content marketing and SOA, basically there are different stages of content marketing. Awareness stage where we will let people know about our app exists and why it matters through blog posts, social media. Consideration is stage to educate and convince users to try our app by giving some case study like how our app helped a busy professional to eat better. Conversion is a stage turn interested user into paying customer. Landing pages with testimonials and offers, and retention and advocacy to keep user engaged and turn them into the brand advocacy. Key we have we have multiple keywords strategy, which includes different categories: intent like core, primary, services, location, geo based, and intent based, application related, and long tail content. Here there are some of the keywords which we have captured. Again, it's come to social media strategy for building trust and emotional connection. We have focusing more of the social media platforms like Insta, Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and we have categorized their purpose content type here. Also, we include email as part of it as a strategy, where we will have email for welcome series, daily menu, order reminders, feedback, activation, etc. Backlinking strategy basically includes some local SEO directory like Just Dial, Sulekha, Yellow Pages, Zomato, etc. And content collaboration like food and lifestyle, example, top 5 homemade food trend in India. We have community engagement forums like Quora, answer question like where can I get homemade food in Bangalore. There will be a press release or PR outreach, app launch, new feature, milestone will be included as part of it, form strategic partnership, and monitor optimization. Go to you, Nima.
So we have allocated our marketing budget strategically across channels based on the ability to drive awareness, conversion, and repeat use with with clear ROI expectations tied to each. Next slide. So we have also defined a set of KPIs across the full customer journey from acquisition, retention to revenue. So some of the KPIs like leads generated, conversion rates, customer acquisition costs, which are part of which tells us about the acquisition and growth KPIs, and then North Star metrics and retention rates like for engagement and retention. And also we also are capturing some like CLV average revenue per user and referral rates. And similar metrics. So in the lastly, on the Gen AI integration, we will be integrating AI in the meal customization and meal recommendation based on the user data. And also we will be having AI-enabled chatbots to enhance the customer support. And also we'll be having, collaborating with we'll be introducing, integrating AI in our marketing and strategies also. Next slide.
Team, sorry to interrupt. Okay.
Yeah.
Time is up.
This is the
link. Sorry. This is a link where we have a link to the wireframe model. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, team. Okay, we'll go for jury's questions and feedback. First up, we'll start with Abhijit, sir. Your questions and feedback.
Yeah, I'll just quickly comment. First off, I think good work, team. It's a good start. Just reminiscing that Homely is a sub-brand of Swiggy, doing precisely what you guys are pitching. So I think I'll just quickly jot down some thoughts of mine. I think one, the targets and segment. I think there was a certain journey that was spoken about, but I think the segmentation, like what specifically is the target segments that you're looking for, what is your priorities, I think that could have been a bit clearer. Similarly, I think the point of differentiation against the competitors that we spoke about, so there are I think 4 or 5 that were listed, and of course there are n number of more competition, nameless, faceless competition that exists on all these food delivery platforms. So there I felt the POD it did not jump out and talk to me very clearly in terms of what is the single clear differentiator that we are going for and badgering. Right. I think what worked for me, pricing strategy is something that worked for me in terms of those 3 tiers that you spoke about. One thing which I was not clear within the targets again was, I think, the home chefs part, which I felt slightly it was not sitting with the rest of the segments that you were talking about. I like the detailing which is done in the launch, pre-launch, launch and post-launch GTM, and in terms of the, I think the media and budgeting also, the split worked fairly well. I think 70-75% was allocated to Meta and Google campaigns, which sort of sounds about right, which is more of bottom of funnel approach as I'm understanding it. We could look to sort of split that between more of top of funnel and bottom of funnel to also create awareness while also looking at a strong lead and conversions, so to say. On content marketing side, I just felt that targeting all 4 parts of IDA in the initial stage might be a bit much. Might want to sort of pick and choose the battles and prioritize the resources in terms of where you want to focus the most initially, where we are more keen on getting people to know about the brand and getting them onto the app first. And then sort of as the app progresses, as time progresses, then you start working on creating those loyalists, so to say. So I think those would be my overall comments, but I think it's a good attempt overall, I would say. Maharajan, just help me understand, do I give the score right now or after all three
I'll
have
come to that, sir.
commented?
I'll come to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, next up we'll hear it from Vinny ma'am.
Hey, folks, great attempt. Really appreciate the detailing which you have done. I do have a few questions or probably comments. Some of it is already covered by Abhijit, but what didn't work for me was, hey, I didn't find any customer research, like even if it's like a first party or like a 10-20 survey questions you would have done with 5-10 people, which would have helped to understand what exactly is the customer problem today. While you had highlighted it, but it just helps if a customer research is there. Secondly, with respect to upper funnel, I was pretty clear, like you wanted to do a lot of stuff, while it still didn't include a lot of influencer promotions, which would really help your this kind of a category. But then what are your mid funnel actions? What are your conversion actions, which is basically your offers during while the customer is buying, etc. Maybe you guys were pretty fast, so I skipped it in your presentation if it was there, but that is something which didn't come out to me. Lastly, because it's an app and it's not a website, I felt the presentation was slightly a little lightweight on the app download strategies. Probably something more about optimization on the stores. That's about it from my end.
All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am. Okay. We'll hear it from Aditya, sir.
Good job, guys. Okay, so a couple of things. I think the first sort of feedback that I had was around the way that you define the market size, right? The market size is the entire online food delivery market, but because you're a home, like your entire go-to market proposition is home cooked food, uh, essentially the cut of the market that you're looking at is a much finer cut, right, within the overall TAM. So I would have loved to see some kind of drill downs in terms of, hey, this is the TAM, then this is the SAM, which is actually addressable, which is aligned to your business proposition and your operational framework, right? And then the SOM, which is given the budgets that you have or whatever imaginary constraints that you're able to sort of create, right? Because you're always operating within constraints. This is the amount of market that I can hope to capture. So that's, I think, the first point of feedback. I completely agree, by the way, with Vinny and Abhijit in terms of what they said, especially around consumer research, right? It would have been good to see like a survey questionnaire go through and maybe some responses and some insights emerging out of that in terms of what consumers really value from an app like this. I do think the comparative analysis was somewhat oversimplified because I would have also liked to see it through a business lens, right? Not just through a product or an experience lens, but in order to get to that experience, you need certain infra and certain logistics in place. For example, distribution is a huge part of the overall experience. Which cities are you going to compete in, right? Are you looking at scaling this across the nation? Are you looking at maybe operating this only in Bangalore? Or maybe this was covered and I missed it. That's entirely possible. But I just thought that it was a bit theoretical and lacked that nuance and that level of detailing which would be required if you were actually going to market with a product like this. Um, I think the pricing strategy was fine. I had not much feedback on that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I honestly don't have too many comments on the digital and the social marketing bit. The only the only one thing that I would say is the AI integration piece. It again felt a bit like you're just integrating with an LLM, right? So what is the value proposition there and what is the value to the end consumer? That is not clear to me. Like you can have a non-Gen AI chatbot that is better than a Gen AI chatbot, right? It totally depends on your implementation. So I wasn't entirely clear on what the AI integration was solving for from a consumer experience point of view. But other than that, I think excellent job and yeah, looking forward to the rest.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. Now we'll go for the scores now. We'll start with the Abhijit, sir. So your scores for the team out of 5.
Yeah, for me, it would be 3 on 5.
Okay. Winnie, ma'am.
Uh, I would rate them 3.5 out of 5.
All right. Aditya, sir, your score.
For me, it's a 3 as well.
All right. All right. Thank
Also,
you.
just a quick
Please,
one,
please. Yes. Yes.
Maranjan. Like, would it be like possible if we could score everybody at the end? Does that make more sense, guys? I
No,
would
I
no,
also
no.
completely agree
prefer
with you
this.
because I would like a reference,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was
Don't
also
have a
saying.
benchmark. Yeah.
No, no.
That would
Actually,
be
we
my
have to do it in this format. This
okay.
is how it is. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then this is the benchmark, guys. Right.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Juris. Okay. Now we'll go for the audience poll. Audience, please grab your smartphones and scan this QR code and please cast your votes for team 1. You have 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, we'll see the audience poll for the team. All right, we'll see the audience poll for the team now. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Yes. Okay, seems like a glitch actually. So I'll just check on to that. We'll move to the next team. Then I'll just come back to this again, right? Okay, so we'll move to the next team now. Yeah. So team 2, Roshan, Manjesh, and Siddharth, you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. You can start the introduction.
Can you give me sharing option?
So, like, who's doing that, Roshan?
It's
Like, you
me.
are doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go.
Can you see my screen?
Your time starts now. All the
Okay.
best.
Hi, good evening, all. My name is Roshan Naik, and I have over 2 decades of IT experience in pre-release and post-release realms in hybrid cloud and cybersecurity. Today, I'm joined by my teammate Manjesh, and today we are going to talk about Goan culture, Goan heritage, and Goan food. Um,
Yeah.
the
Hello,
visual.
team.
Mhm.
Yeah, hello, team. This is Manjesh. I'm currently associated with Honeywell as engineering managers. I have total 14 years of experience now. I'm looking for a transition into product management side of the business. So, yeah, this course is really helping me out. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks, Roshan.
Thanks, Manjesh. The visual speaks for itself. So Goa is just not about beaches and nightlife. It's a rich cultural ecosystem where every festival tells a story. Vibrant food, cultural traditions, and stories passed on over generations. So these moments form the essence of our today's talk. Yeah, let me start with a small story. Let me take you to a small Goan village during Ganesh Chaturthi, a time when families traditionally come together to prepare homemade modaks, decorate pandals, and invite local troops for devotional performances. In the past, this was deeply rooted, community-driven celebration, but today things are changing with families going nuclear. Many households now outsource food, skip rituals, and settle for simplified versions. Traditional cooking like modaks and savories are getting outsourced to local shops, and only a few homes host local artisans for artis or bhajan or kirtans. So the problem is real. Many Goans, especially who have migrated, the diaspora and younger generations are losing touch with family festivities, traditional culinary heritage due to undocumented recipes and limited access to native ingredients. So without a central platform, preserving and sharing authentic Goan cuisine is a challenge. The younger generation, especially the Gen Zs, often feel detached, unsure of traditions, unable to find resources, and lacking motivation to celebrate. So we've identified a tech-powered platform that preserves Goan culinary heritage while simplifying meal planning. So that's where Plightful comes in. We are building more than just a recipe site. We are creating a platform for cultural preservation and restoring festive sentiments, making it easy for everyone anywhere to experience, celebrate, and contribute to Goa traditions. So there's a need to simplify discovery. So reduce meal planning here, and uh, the idea is to bring this up by 40% and cut grocery costs by 30%. This is while fostering a cultural connection. So the Plateful is more than just a recipe app. It's a cultural bridge. The platform is designed to address the growing loss of traditional culture and cooking methods by making them digitally accessible and easy to adopt. So we see the idea has the potential to enable about 9.5 CR revenue in a year. TAM all across India, cultural food lovers depends on the national scale. So SAM Goa-based target audience is about 1.2 CR. Some realistic first year users in Goa would be around 50 lakhs per year. Initially, we'll be focusing on Goa and Konkan and Maharashtra and the key metros with revenue from community partnership, sponsorships, event promotion and listings, workshops and classes, and then the subscriptions for premium services. Competition. We've identified some competition, but Plateful's idea is unique and it differentiates itself from general meal planning apps by offering Goan festive heritage specific content. Competitors like Emily and Whisk lack regional focus, while others lack the like Cookpad and it don't fit offer cultural depth. So Plateful uniquely combines storytelling, AI-driven meal planning, and grocery integration. So it also fills the gap left by food blogs and delivery services by teaching users how to cook traditional meals at home and preserving heritage. The primary target group is around 25 to 60, urban tech savvy, culturally rooted. So behaviors include home cooks, diaspora, regional food explorers. Psycho Psychographics are authenticity, values, nostalgia, convenience, and community connects. So we are targeting a niche, passionate group here. Urban diaspora home cooks who want to reconnect with Goan roots and cook meaningful food. The secondary focus is wellness seekers exploring ancestral heritage, seasonal diets, festival oriented families, cultural revivalists. So these micro segments value authenticity, learning, and community engagement. So making them ideal for a platform that blends storytelling, tradition, and modern convenience. So here's a quick persona research which we have done. Um, Positioning Plateful isn't just a recipe app, it's a cultural bridge. We combine Goan authenticity with an AI-driven personalization to turn meals to memories. Our pillars are authenticity, emotion, utility, and premium experience. So ensuring that users feel connected and not just fed. Over to you, Manjesh, for G team and rest of the slides.
Yeah, so when it comes to the go-to-market, we begin with a focused launch in Goa, a region with strong Goan roots and food-loving communities. Our audience includes cultural conscious home cooks and wellness seekers at the initial, and Pet Food offers them with AI personalized culture, authentic meals, making it more than a kitchen assistant in a culinary storyteller. We build awareness through digital channels like Instagram, YouTube, SEO, and influencer collaborations. We will also partnership with cultural bodies, diaspora communities will deepen our research. When it comes to customer acquisition, in the phase one, we'll grow organically through our ambassador program, weekly test of Goa spotlights and referral incentives. In the phase two, we target paid growth via Instagram's ads, Google SEO, and other targeting campaigns. When it comes to the demand generation, so here we drive the demand, well, anchor the campaigns around key Goan festivals. Each will feature themed content packs with traditional recipes and sourcing trips. So we engage with the audience through WhatsApp community groups. This will spark the vitality and word of mouth spread as well. Yeah. So when it comes to the route to market, yeah, we will go direct to the customers via our app and websites, and we will have also partnerships with the smart kitchen brands and cultural institutions. So community cohorts via ambassador is another route we will try to explore. This ensures both reach and authenticity as well. When it comes to the marketing budget, can you go to the next slide? Yeah, so overall, we have planned for a launch budget of 6 lakhs. Major allocation includes community events,
Give me
where
last
the
3 minutes.
majority of the funds gets into influencer marketing and content production as well. We aim for close to 6 to 8,000 leads, 5,000 installs, and 50% conversion of paid users per month. Next, yeah, sales enabled to empower partners. We will create festive cultural kits, onboarding guides for the cultural association and homesteads, complete with recipes, stories, and co-branding options as well. Can you go to the next slide? When it comes to the key channels, our primary channels are App Store, social media, and influencer collaborations. We'll use weekly post-curated emails and push notifications as well as a communication strategy. When it comes to next promotion and growth, yeah, we launch with a 1 month free premium offer, subscription offer, influencer campaigns, and seasonal recipe packs as well. Growth will be again fueled by other growth strategies include reference program, social sharing, and exclusive recipe. Our success metrics includes number of app downloads, monthly active users, subscriber growth rate, and or what is the ROI, return of investment or the ads spends what we have done. We'll engage with the email marketing as well. Email will support retention through onboarding guides. We will send weekly digests and festival contents as well. Personalization will be based on user experience and behavior. We can personalize and yeah, we'll continue with the email marketing. We plan to have a mobile marketing as well, wherein we'll push notification or for daily inspirations in the app messages for the options, WhatsApp for recipe sharing, festival reminders. We'll send it KPIs include conversions and retentions rate, yeah, and CTR as well. Performance metrics, performance marketing. Our paid strategy spans reach, social influence, partnership, and retargeting. We aim for a monthly recipe contributors MARC of 10 per month and monthly active users around 1,000 per month. This is our North Star metric. So our revenue model includes premium subscription bundles, online workshops, classes, cultural marketing, user-generated digital cookbooks. Also, we gave them as a paid hospitality and food partnerships with the local communities. Live event broadcasts and sponsorships also we provide, app subscriptions and even promotions and listings. Yeah. Our platform integrates AI tools like a recipe content generator, smart meal planner, voice companion, and multilingual chatbot also for the user feedback and any reviews. All content is culturally verified and will be AI assisted. So this is how we are positioning our app. Yeah, next, this is on the hypothesis. We believe that AI-powered Go on recipe discover and meal plan app with voice assistant and NFT backed recipe ownership will provide an authentic, personalized, and engaging culinary experience to the Goan people and users. Yeah, that's all I had. Thanks, Tim. Thank you, Roshan.
Thank you.
Thank you, team. That's on time. So first, we'll hear it from Aditya, sir.
Hey, thanks, Roshan. Thanks, Mandesh. Okay, very interesting idea. I think where I'm getting a little confused is that the product is not super clear to me, right? I feel like this is more culture as a service than a tangible product that I can buy or purchase. And I understand that you have a subscription model and so on. So that's, I think, the first area of feedback where there is a lot that you're trying to do around like recipes, B, like connecting with, and that part is not clear to me how you'll connect it with grocery stores and ingredients and how you're building that ecosystem. That didn't completely sort of come out super clearly in your presentation. It might just be me not having listened in too carefully, or maybe you guys went through the slides super fast and I was not able to catch it, right? So that's point one. And the second, I think, point that I have is purely in terms of scale, right? So you've chosen Goan culture, and I understand why. I also imagine that one of you or maybe both of you are from a Goan background, and it potentially stems from that. But if you are doing Goan culture, why not scale to other cultures as well? Because it's a replicable model across, right? If you start with Goan, you can move to, I don't know, like
Yeah.
Saraswati and
The
so on and so
initial
forth.
focus is local demography and then scaled nationwide.
Got it. I think that was the second question slash sort of comment that I had. Um, the third, again, because this is culture as a service, and I'm going to continue calling it culture as a service because it's a full bouquet of things, right? I saw natak, I saw like
Mhm.
singing, vocals, etc., right? All of it combined and rolled into one single package. Um, I feel like this becomes something that's super mission driven, right? And in fact, even your value proposition focused more on the mission than the value for the end consumer. And there was a little bit of that. There was a little bit of that in terms of how consumers feel like the sense of nostalgia, right? And they feel disconnected from their ancestral cuisine and their ancestral culture. And there is a yearning to go back to the roots. But I wish that you had stressed a little more on the consumer experience and the value to the consumer part. While the mission is super important, I think the two got sort of mixed together and jumbled into one single sort of statement and one single slide. So I think overall, this is my feedback. Uh, Other than that, I think it is a great presentation. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, we'll hear it from Abhijit, sir.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, first up, I think good work. Going through those slides at the speed that you went by, considering the depth of detail which it had. So I think, yeah, two things. One, obviously, it was a very, very detailed deck, and I appreciate the level of detailing that you went through in your deck. I think couple of comments I do agree with Aditya in terms of, what exactly are you trying to sell? To me, it looked like, I think culture as a service is a good way to sum it up. I feel it is basically what would Goa be if it were an app, right? So you are just trying to sort of bring everything which is there about the Goan culture and put it on an app and then try to create business out of it. Unfortunately, the reality today is that people don't pay for ideas and content. That's the harsh reality, right? But I mean, of course, I understand the ambition where you're coming from, and I think the mission, the positioning statement, while it was very sharp and it was very well articulated, it more felt like a story that you wish to tell versus a problem we wish to solve. Right, that's where I think my apprehension also stems from. I was not very clear on where the market size of 9.2 crore came from. I think I might have missed the logic behind it, but I was not very clear where that specific number came from, and like which segment of people actually want this and want to pay about this. Another thing, I think some of the specifics maybe. So one thing was we added AI at various parts of the deck. I was not very sure what AI will add, considering this is a culture, human culture, and it requires human intervention before anything else, right? So it would actually be the opposite of, hey, we don't want AI giving us generic slop. We want real human insights from real people of Goa with real understanding of Goan culture. A few more comments, I think, stemming again from the question of what we want to sell. I think competition mapping was slightly off, considering that we are more trying to sell recipes and meal planning, etc. And I think the competition was people who were selling meals. So that I think was not very clear to me. In terms of, I think, again, I'll reiterate the detailing of personas, the positioning statement, the proposition, the GTM detailing, which was there, the consumer segments, the way you had detailed. I think that detailing was very good. Somewhere I felt that we were trying to do too much at one time, in terms of, it would have been better if we were able to sharpen it. I think right now the list sounds exhaustive in nature, saying, hey, this is everything which exists in the marketing toolbook and we want to do everything. Sometimes, the reality is that in an organization, you can do anything but not everything. So what are those three sharp priorities that you have for yourself, where you want to dive first and where you feel there is a greater chance for success? And I think that might have made it a little more, sort of sharper and more relevant for this overall deck. So yeah, so I think that's my overall comments. I think it's a very well structured marketing presentation, but I think the heart of it was slightly off in my view in terms of what exactly is the product that we are trying to uh, sell over here.
Got it.
Thank you, sir. Penny ma'am.
Hey, thanks, Roshan and Manjesh, for this presentation. And it's a really interesting idea. I mean, I was pretty hooked when you guys started. A few comments. I mean, while I resonate overall with the feedback which has already come before me from Aditya and Abhijit, but what I missed out, like, from a product point of view, I also felt that it's basically a recipe book, right? Effectively speaking, in while we are packaging it with multiple things. But I felt that from a TG point of view, we are either slightly more optimistic or in defining our markets, etc. Because I think that you showed a slide in between about consumer research, but what I'm also trying to understand is, in today's day and time, if you are targeting a young professional who actually doesn't have time to do the cooking, what would this add to them? Right? I mean, think from that perspective. Unless it's something like, hey, it's basically a Dadi Ma's recipe and she's actually guiding you through while you're cooking. Again, the part of grocery cost reduction, sourcing tips, etc., pretty unclear to me in your detailed presentation when it went by. The marketing side, I think you had covered properly. You had covered the nostalgia factor and how you'll pitch it. But a few examples of how that will turn out in front of the consumer would have helped for us to resonate with your overall pitch, right? That, hey, even if nothing else, this is just my banner or this is my emailer or something like that. So that's about a small feedback. Rest, I think everybody else has given the feedback, so I don't want to add more to it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, we'll go for scores now. Aditya sir, your score for the team?
I'd give this a 3.5.
Okay. Abhijit sir, your score?
I'll give this a 3. I think the soul was not in place, but the technicalities of application of marketing concepts were in place. So, but I'll still go with a 3.
Many ma'am, your scores?
Yeah, for me, this is also 3.
Thank
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we'll go for the audience poll. Let me share the screen. All right. So audience, grab your phone Please take a QR score. You have 30 seconds. Scan the QR code and cast your votes for the team. The time starts now. All right, time's up. We'll see the audience poll for the team now. All right. Thank you, team. Thank you so much, and all the best for you.
Hey,
But
sorry
before,
to interject. Do we also have the scores of the previous group?
yeah. So before we move to the next team, so what I'm doing is we will go and do the audience poll for the previous team. Just give me a second. Right. Let's see the audience poll for team one now. Team one, that's your audience poll. Okay, we'll quickly move to the team three now. So team three is going to be Balaji. Balaji, you are ready?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, Balaji. Good evening.
Hello. Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everybody. So, let me just share my screen. Let me know if you're able to see my screen.
It is getting presented.
Okay.
Yeah, now it is presented, Balaji. You can start.
Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, cool.
All right, your time starts now. All the best.
Right. Hello, everyone. I'm Balaji here, and I'm working as a game designer, and I have around 10 years of experience in multimedia and digital space. So today I'll be presenting my Skillathon presentation go-to-market for my product called Reams. So going forward, as a kid, I remember visiting my grandparents' home. The walls were filled with photos, frames, each telling a unique story, and a moment frozen in time. Well, today we'll be lucky to even to see a single photo or a couple of photos at home. But that's a sad reality that we are losing the concept of having memories in our walls.
Balaji, sorry to interrupt. If you
Yeah.
could put it on slideshow.
This is a slideshow, right?
No,
No?
it is not. It is not slideshow.
How do I?
No, at the right-hand side top corner, you can see slideshow
Oh,
option.
yeah. Okay. Right. So
You
yeah.
can continue this.
Cool. So, what is Reams? Reams is a smart digital photo frame, designed for present. Uniquely uses AI to animate your still photos, transform them to vivid emotionals, living memories. Reams also offers cloud-based storage, and it even has an ability of customizing the frame of the photos. So it is kind of one of a kind in the market where the photo, a digital photo is able to do a lot of things. So that is Reams. So getting into the next thing. So what are the challenges we are looking in? So Reams, as a digital photo frame designed for the present, it uniquely uses AI to animate your still photos, transform them into vivid emotional living memories. Ream also offers secure cloud-based sharing. Cloud-based sharing for security, like for images with your friends and family. So and it even has NFT display option where you guys know what an NFT is, a non-fungible token system where you have digital art, and generally they don't have a way to display them. So Reams has an option to display NFTs as well. So it is a multi-purpose digital photo frame. So what are the challenges we're looking in? Well, the pain points I'm addressing are directly drawn from the customer survey findings. So modern homes often face space constraints, making it hard to display multiple photo frames. And traditional photo frames are expensive and quickly become outdated as styles change. Most importantly, our memories remain trapped in phones and social media. With no meaningful physical way to showcase them, Weems solves all this by offering a smart, customizable, and dynamic way to bring your digital memories to life. So, uh, so here we talk about the problems we have right now. So Ream solves this effortlessly by bringing photos to from your digital storage into your living space with seamless phone connectivity. You can display your favorite memories and on large screen right in your home. It's built in AI adds life to static images, turning them into dynamic visuals. And with one button, you can share selected photos with your families and friends and social media. So Reams transform digital clutter into your living memories. So I have a small demo of thing here. I hope, yes. So this photo, what you see is actually my colleague's photo, and I asked her to give it to me. So to test my AI features, if my photo frame has an AI feature, will that actually have an effect? So this is an old photo of her. Let me play it for you. I hope the video is playing. So a single photo became a live memory. And when I showed this to her, she was really emotional and was in tears because she lost both our parents a long time ago. And this gave me all the more reason that I'm on a right path for adding this feature for my photo frame. Right? Yeah. So what is the market analysis we have for it is like, so our TAM is around 7.83 to 9 billion. Our serviceable available market is around 180 to $301 million. So our serviceable obtained market is 0.9 to 1.8 million. So crucially, our minimum viable market is just around 0.3 million. So this demonstrates Weems is entering a massive growing market with clear attainable path to significant value as a SOM is several times more our MVM. So competitor analysis. Here our competitor analysis reveals top players dominate the US and Canada and Europe with minimal presence in India. A clear advantage for us. While existing frames have strength, Weems capture the best features and innovative further or unique offering like detachable frames and AI-powered animated photos set us apart. And if you look at the pricing as well, we are very much affordable in terms of pricing, which is a very key ingredient in successfulness in the Indian market. So that's our advantage when it comes to pricing. So our positioning is simple. Ream makes sure your memories are never lost or unseen. So it's essential to product for bringing your digital life into your home. So these are the three variants we are selling: mini, classic, and gallery. And these are the price we have set for the product. And we even offer cloud storage with 49 a month to 499 a year for 50 GB. And we have on-demand service for our AI photo services. And for changing your frames, this is the price point we have set right now. So our guest for our GTM, our strategy is built on clear philosophy. So as an essential lifesaver, for your digital memories. We transform scattered, unseen photos into vibrant, accessible displays. So our prioritized target segments are overwhelmed by smartphone users and memory keepers, those battling digital clutter. Second, thoughtful gift givers. So looking for more unique emotional gifts. Our third segment, what we are targeting are the devotees, where now the spiritual stuff is growing big in India. So we can target the modern spiritualists or devotees, and art galleries and religious places where a lot of photos are there. So our targets would be them as well. So for channels, we are targeting for marketing channels like uh, electronic homes and appliances like Roma, Reliance Digital, and quick commerce apps like Zoom, Blinkit, and YouTube, Instagram, D2C, and malls and theaters. Sorry, malls and theaters and e-commerce platform. This is where we'll be marketing our products. And for distribution channels, we will be using like Chroma and Reliance Digital for physical, places where customers can come and have a look at our product. And we have B2C and Amazon, Flipkart. Plus, we are also targeting the B2B section for interior designers, architects, and hotel chains and hospitality section.
Balaji, you have last 3 minutes.
Okay, so the phased rollout. So the problem and solution for the first phase, we'll be focusing on the awareness part. So because India market is a virgin market for digital photo frames, so we'll be focusing more on the awareness part, and then we'll get into the scale part of emotional connection for the product, like gifting and emphasizing on emotional joy, reliving memories. And then third is the holistic enrichment of market position, expand content libraries, and we will be having a lot of places where we'll be showcasing our product for people to demo our products. So channel strategy, beyond B2C or B2B strategy, targeting high value segments, will pitch reams for memory legacy focus to hotels, hospitals, and corporate offices, showing the ability to display historic and welcoming visuals. For religious institutions, while God photos remains key, we can also explore achieving communities or historical photos, a strategy partnership to unlock build sales. So digital marketing strategy, our digital marketing focus heavily on problem solution narrative. For paid ads, we'll run targeted campaign on Google, Meta, and YouTube, leading with how Ream rescues your memory from digital clutter. Organic efforts will prioritize SEO for teams like digital photo organizers and save old photos. Alongside blog content on memory preservation, we'll leverage influencers who resonate with digital organization and family storytelling, and Reams as a life-changing solution. So demand generation, we have launch offers, bundle discount, festival seasons, and for free trials, AI free trials will be given who purchases the product. We'll have virtual demo room and in-store experience zones, and referral programs, family share plans, and newsletters, and free ebook lookbook. So our e-commerce sales forecast, what we're seeing is this, our D2C websites and major e-commerce platform like Amazon, Flipkart are expected to be the largest drivers of our B2C sales, B2 direct sales, and will also contribute a significant amount of portions, reflecting our balanced channels approaching towards the reach of our SOM. And sales and forecast by marketing. Here's our sales forecast by channel. We project to hit roughly 0.27 million in year one, growing 0.8 million in year two, and reaching our SOM target midpoint and approximately 1.36 million by year three. Our D2 channels, Amazon, Flipkart, are expected to lead a B2C growth, completing a strong B2B direct sales. And assumptions in ROI, a financial projection demonstrate strong viability based on hitting our SOM midpoint, roughly 1.36 million in revenue, a conservation of 20% gross profit margin, and annual fixed cost of 0.6 million. We project a healthy net profit of approximately 0.21 million. This translates an impressive ROI of 350% of a fixed operational investment, indicating a very strong returns. So these are our North Star thing. So our North Star metrics are focused on long-term engagement, recurring values. Our primary metric is monthly subscription revenue from
Sorry to interrupt,
AI and
Balaji.
cloud services. Just 30 seconds over. And we also closely track active frames in use, average daily photo frame displays, and image sharing customization, all critical indicators of how effectively Greens has solved the memory preservation problem and become an indispensable part of your daily life. Thank you for the 30 seconds. I'm sorry I had an initial startup thing, but yeah.
No problem. No problem. Yeah. Thank you so much. It was a good presentation, and we'll start the questions and feedback now. Okay, we'll hear it from Winnie ma'am.
Hey, hi, Balaji. I think very interesting product and a very detailed presentation. Like kudos to you. You have thought through across like how do you want to project it, starting from the problem statement, which is like very real, taking us to the market. What is the situation? What is the story? What is the storyline? What is the demand, and how will you convert that demand into this? So. Uh, Honestly, like after the end of your presentation, I believe in the product, and I would I mean obviously I can't invest, but I would like to
That
buy
word is equal to an
it.
investment for me. I'm taking as a badge. Thank you.
But I would like to buy it definitely. Personally, uh, I'm very big on this moments, capturing moments, etc. and all. So hence this feels like a good thing. And while initial part of the picture, I was thinking that you have not included architects, interior designers, etc. But I think in the later part you have spoken about them also as your key B2B influencers. I mean, not only as your sellers, but they are actually your influencers as
Yes.
well. Because for the high-end homes, people who can actually afford these products, uh, they are largely influenced by their by word of mouth or by their interior designers or by their friends. So gifting, etc. Mostly, I think from my side, most of the things I've covered. Probably a few smaller things like once a person has become your customer, how do you retain them? How do you get them to buy more, buy again? Is probably you might have to think through maybe more pictures, more frame sizes, some discounts and all. And given that the value ticket size or cost size is a little bit higher for an average this thing. So we position it as a niche product is how I think of. But yeah, I think that's about from my side.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah. Abhijit, sir?
Yeah, I think good work with the deck, Balaji. I think the idea is very good. I think it does have merit. I'll not dive deeper into it, but yeah, I think the idea does have merit. For me, I think a few things, a few comments. I think first, the market analysis to me felt well off. I think that TAM of $10 billion. I'm not sure where you got that number from, and then
Uh,
it converted into a
yeah, yeah, I
650,000
yeah,
crores,
yeah.
which was,
So
I think, a typo, I guess.
no, no,
Right.
no. The thing is, the TAM and SOM is of the international market for digital frames. So the SOM and
Yeah. So
NDM
then
is
for India,
for
I'm guessing it would be about
yeah.
5 to 10% of this,
So I
or
just
in fact, much lower than this right now. Correct?
no, but the SOM is actually we don't have much of traction, like 10% of what the whole world is. But I had a guesstimate. I had to do a guesswork on what it would have been for SOM for India, because we don't have that
Hmm.
statistics for digital frames in India.
Got it. So generally, as a practice, the TAM is you start with the TAM in the geography you're operating in. So that TAM should be ideally the number which is the market size for India. Anyway, so that is one part. I feel the inside section was also slightly inadequate in terms of the detailing. You did mention that you had spoken to taken some surveys, etc. I guess a bit of deep diving into that would have helped in substantiating your idea and substantiating your claims. That is one. Second, I think in terms of the product offering itself, I think the core offering itself is strong enough. I felt that the cloud storage and social media, etc., were add-ons which may not be necessary in itself, so to say. But that's just I think a personal thought. The other thing I think is that the fungibility of photos and I think there is a growing perception that locking physical products behind a paywall or of subscription is something which does not sit well, especially with the gaming community, right? If you ask them, this is the first thing that they'll say. If you own a product, if you buy a product, it's yours, and
Yeah.
then to sort of so that's I think one thing where you can think more on how do you manage that well. What worked for me, I think, was the second half of your presentation, which unfortunately you had to rush through because you spent a lot of time on your idea presentation. I think the ideas of what could be the key moments where you could sell this gifting and so on was good. I think the rollout strategy was something that worked for me. The channels that you mentioned, both marketing channels and distribution channels, I think they worked for me. There would be a few changes that I would encourage, but I think by and large it worked for me. I think the DG part also worked for me just well in terms of the various offers and whatever the various approaches that you spoke, not the specific discounting per se, but just the specific subsections of DG that you had spoken about, and then I think towards the end. So I think the application of, I would say, marketing concepts and go to market concepts were fairly strong, coupled with, I think, an idea which has merit in itself, which I think sort of overall worked for me. Like I said, I think a few initial feelers of the groundwork for setting this product up for an industry creation is something that could be worked on better. Otherwise, the rest of the flow I think worked for me.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Aditya, sir.
So Balaji, I think great idea, right? I completely echo the sentiment of the folks who spoke before me. Very, very interesting, thought-provoking angle that you've taken. Couple of points of feedback. I do agree that the TAM-SAM SOM analysis for me, I mean, it would have been nice if you had qualified what the logic was, or if you'd given us a proxy in terms of how you had defined it. I also do agree that if you're looking at only India as your business model, if your business model is India focused, right, then the TAM is India. It's not the entire global market, because that's not the market that you're playing in, right? I think I do agree that the channels were very well fleshed out. I think where there is maybe some thinking that needs to be done is because you yourself said that digital photo frames are not a product that are prevalent in India, right?
Yeah.
Which means that there is significant market education that needs to happen.
Yes,
So you are not
awareness.
going to get a lot of inbound from your SEO, right? You need to do a lot of outbound, and you need to do. And I was just thinking as I was going through your presentation that one of the angles that is very interesting is the devotional angle, where you have like a Radha Krishna photo or whatever, right? And that's something that people still buy en masse. Like that is a product that still sells at scale across India, right? So if you could position, just giving you an idea, if you could position your digital photo frame as an alternative to the analog or the static physical photo frame of a god, I think that's a good way for you to introduce the product as an alternative, right? So I think finding those proxies and those ways of introducing and enabling discovery, even right in the first place, by aligning yourself to existing categories that are fairly popular, I think that's a route to market that could have been articulated. But I think overall the route to market was well fleshed out. I think in terms of your COGS and your gross margin analysis, again, you went through it super fast, so I didn't have the time to read through
I'll
what
get you that thing. Which one are you asking for?
I'm looking at the profitability, the revenue
Projection, is it?
not the projected revenue, where you had a gross margin percentage.
This one?
Yeah. Okay. I see. Okay, so I think here again, it would have been nice if you'd broken it down into various cost components, like you have hardware costs, right? And then you have your cloud subscription, and then you have your AI licensing integration cost, and so on and so forth, right? That would have been interesting to see as well, purely from a due diligence perspective, but otherwise solid slide, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of the feedback from me. I think one overarching feedback that I would give to you in terms of how you present is, I don't know if this is just me personally, but I wasn't sure what the product was until I saw the competitive analysis slide where you had the other competitors laid out, right? So I think you could have maybe defined the product a little bit better upfront, because I was a bit lost in the initial few slides. The second feedback is nothing to do with any of the content that you presented, but purely in terms of how you present. It's helpful when you don't have a lot of text on the slide and you're also talking, right? Because I don't know whether I should listen to you or if I should read the text on the slide. It should be one or the other. So if you're talking, then typically I would advise that you minimize the text as much as possible. Give me a few keywords that I can anchor on, and your narrative should do the job of sort of painting the picture and rounding it off, right? So that's the feedback in total for me.
Point taken.
Thank you, sir. Abhijit, sir,
Thank you.
you wanted to say something?
Yeah, sorry, just a minor point on that ROI and profitability calculator. I was just wondering if 70% is your gross margin, 30% is your gross margin. That's
Yeah.
fairly conservative for a physical product. And then I'm just wondering, how will you do R&D and marketing both in 5 crores if you're planning so many marketing channels?
So no,
Aditya can mention,
yeah.
and Vinny can mention, even if you add a zero, it will still feel inadequate.
So
But
everything.
yeah, just a minor point. Yeah.
I just want to answer that because I've done my research on it. So everything here is guesstimate, but when it comes to reality, of course, all the numbers going to change. But this is a template we'll be following for time being. And moreover, the R&D, see, all the materials are already available in the market. Whatever to make a digital photo frame, it's not hard. It's already there in the market. So R&D wise, it will be more of a upcoming. There's more to what this frame is going to be in the future. So that comes in the later part. So now getting some people from China, I've spoken with some people from AliExpress to with the config what I want. So it is pretty easy to assemble it and sell it at this point of time to launch the product in the first phase. R&D comes much later. I to just say why I put R&D is because I was thinking to have a marketplace in the app where people can take photos and sell it to customers. So customers can go into the market app and purchase it and showcase in their in their frames as well. So that is it. I didn't want to put into this because it'll be too much of information.
But that's
Yeah,
a
I was
good.
just commenting more from marketing, saying, yeah, marketing in itself will not be sufficient for 5 crores. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Aditya, sorry.
No,
Thank
no,
you. Thank you
I
so
was just saying the marketplace idea is a good idea. It just improves product stickiness, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll go for the scorings now. Abhijit sir, your score for the team, Balaji.
I'll give a 4.
Aditya sir, your score.
4 for me as well.
Vinny ma'am, your score.
Yeah, 4 for me as well. I like the idea, I like the pitch, but yes, I will obviously.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Okay, we'll go for the audience poll for Balaji now. I think Balaji, you should stop presenting
All right.
because I couldn't present my screen. Thank you. Okay, right. So audience, please grab your phone and scan this QR code and cast your votes for Balaji. You have 20 seconds. All right, we'll go for the audience poll now. All right, thank you, Balaji. All the best for you. Okay, we'll move to the final team now. Manindra, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Let me give you the access 1 minute. Yeah, you can start.
Let me know once you can share my screen.
Yeah, it is presented. So your time starts now. All the best.
Got it. Hey everyone, my name is Manindra Rathod. I am a business analyst product owner having 8 years of experience. Today I will be presenting a product. A product name is Green Cart. First, I would like to start from a couple of stories. So these are the real stories which we hear on daily basis. For example, if we are in office and having a lunch, and during lunch we talks about how about the food, right? In a lot of MNC companies they provide the lunch, that time couple of people or colleagues, they have they take the all lunch, but sometimes they are not happy with the vegetables or some fruits, or maybe sometimes chapatis or some other things. So every time they think, okay, this is not the best, right? Second scenario, okay, sometimes a gym lover or gym goer goes to the gym and they talks to the trainer, and what kind of thing has to do. Trainer says, okay, you have to go like 30% your workout will work, but 70% you have to take a fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. But again, the same question, like from where I can get it, right? Because in local vendor, they are not sure, everyone is not sure if these are the non-chemical vegetables, fruits, are these fresh? That is a second scenario. Third story is when we go to the any doctor, and like anyone has diabetes or any other problems, right? Then again the same thing, doctor also suggest you should take fresh vegetables, seasonal fruits, like organic things you have to take, because the thing which will go into your body, the body will look like from your outside. So fourth scenario, again from family perspective, the same thing. They are in urban areas, they're still not sure if whatever we are eating, whatever my kids are eating, are these healthy, non-chemical, right? So these all are the problems stories where we see, it is all of 3 to 4 stories, but the moment we order something from Zomato or Swiggy, right, sometimes we receive some sabji, right? Sometimes it's like, okay, I don't like it, right? Some green things, but is it really verified, certified, or it is really fresh, right? So these all are the like problems and stories which my product will be solving. The product name is the Green Cart. So Green Cart is like e-commerce platform. It will be having mobile and website, online platform where customer can go buy fresh vegetables, fruits. I will be starting this product with a fresh vegetable and fruits, maybe some dairy products. But yeah, later on I will go for the wheat, rice, and all other organic items. And this is mainly for who is like patience guy. It is not for quick delivery. It is not something, okay, someone, okay, he wants right now, because fresh things takes time. And it is more about like someone is patient, he is really health conscious, he thinks fresh thing will may take time, maybe in 24 hours art can be delivered, but not in like maybe 10 or maybe 10 minutes. So and who really talks about the quality, health, and other things. So this is more about my product. Regarding this market analysis, though in 24 it was like 1.50 million dollar USD dollar, and it is increasing by increase by 10% into the India, by 26 in 45 US dollar into India. So it was a global level. Yeah, this is more about the India level. And day by day, a lot of urban or middle class people are becoming the health conscious people, right? There are a lot of problems are there. There are a lot of doctor visibility is started. And so that's why this is market is growing. A lot of gym culture, diet plans, people are having the yogas. So this is the main market which is growing day by day. Next, it's more about competitor analysis. Of course, there are a lot of competitors like Big Basket. They also provide the fresh, but there it is also like a Jepto or Blinkit and Swiggy. Okay, someone is just ordering and just we are having, but there is no farmer first approach that we will be filling up. And then of course I already talked about Jepto and Blinkit. Of course they are fast delivery, but not focusing on nutrition and quality. There are a lot of local vendors is also there, but the end user is not convinced, okay, it is really certified or not. It is like the non-chemical items we are having. However, they are paying a whale to these all vendors and all competitors. In this area, my key differentiator into this whole product, of course, there are a lot of competitors are there. My in this product will be like, it will say, okay, whatever you are having, this is certified. We will be having our vendors, farmers, we will be onboard them, we will certify them, we will train them. Okay, if you fulfill those criterias, like, then only we will take your product and will deliver through our online service. Second, and we'll also train, as I've already mentioned about this farmer training certifications. And someone is like not really of course it's not about believing, not believe, but yeah, who's like health living people. right? So this is again the another differentiator. Next, I would go for the story driven. For we will also show like how the farmer are producing those fresh vegetable fruits, how we are packaging. It is like we will do all marketing and all. If sometimes we will see, okay, there are good amount of people who is buying or the frequent user, we will plan some visit to the farms, and we will put those stories to our website and marketing, and we will position in that way, okay, that you can also go and visit how we are. These are we are ensuring that these are certified or verified product you will be having from us. And of course, like AI, which we talks about, like we will be asking to upload their reports, health reports, their preferences, what kind of problems they have, so that we can suggest them what kind of fruits they should have. Of course, the doctor also suggests them, but yeah. And sometimes someone is having the weight loss or weight gain from gym, those also with the help of AI we can personalize and suggest what is the best fruits and seasonal veggies for them, maybe other organic items as well. uh, so these are the personas I already talked about, like family guys and Gen Zs who is a gym lover. So those are my personas. Of course, this is again like positioning. When I say positioning, or my first positioning, like fresh farm certified organic product, there are a lot of we have to do the lot of certification analysis, right? So once that is verified, then only these can be delivered to the, or first we have to buy from the vendor, then only it can be onboarded to the online application, and then can deliver to the customer. And then positioning statement, okay, from seeds to plate, transparent, trust, truly fresh, not just delivering foods, but really having healthy and stories and ethics. So these all in between there are, I would like also add one more stories. Like one of my relative came to the Bangalore, and he took this whole half-liter milk to just prepare 4 cup of tea. He said, I said, okay, we used to do it in like 2 times, right? But he said this is not a milk, it is like mix of water. I don't need to put a water into this milk. So we will also, like dairy fruits also we will be delivering to the customers with the fresh certified. In terms of a GTM, first we'll start from Hyderabad and Bengaluru. We'll onboard the
Manindra, you have last 3 minutes.
okay 15 local vendors, and we'll targeting on initial 500 users. We'll be expanding later on in phase 2, phase 3, Delhi, Mumbai, other areas. And RTM is more about like direct to the consumer. We'll have mobile application, website. Okay, this is not, maybe we'll do later on. And there also maybe other stalls also we can do the for marketing purpose. This is a high level budget planning, like total this everything will cost around 47 lakh rupees, but out of that around 15 lakh rupees will allocate for the marketing, like digital SEOs, influencers, events, pop on other things. So around 15 lakh rupees will uh, invest for this. Sales enablements, like, so we'll be having a lot of build farmer stories, QR codes, so they can download, they can see app-based subscriptions, group order, like social delivery, apartment delivery. We'll try to pitch in that way, okay, we can deliver that whole to the apartment, like it's a very social delivery, I would say, or apartment wise delivery. In terms of demand generation, we'll be doing a lot of content marketing, weekly blogs, we'll be inviting, we'll be having referrals, we'll be crediting some amount or credits into their account. We'll be also pitching to the gym members, health cafes, and a lot of maybe some health applications which are where a lot of users are there. So we'll increase demand, we will generate our demand from there. Or key channels, like we will be using the web application, Google Ads, Facebook's, gym, as I already mentioned. Growth strategies, like we will be having this bundle option so that they can bundle and save more product. We'll also try to give more option, auto ship option. So whatever basket you are generating is one time, but also you can do the auto ship, like maybe there we can decide some frequency, monthly or maybe bi-weekly. The same thing, it can be delivered to the end user. And yeah, this is more about this is again like campaigning part. We'll be doing a lot of it's more my this all idea is like you will be having the fresh farmer fruits and vegetables, and if there is any Diwali organic hampers, we'll also give them, and that a lot of educational content also will put. will ask or end users to visit to the farms so that we can put those stories as a testimonial to the websites. We'll also leverage the shorts and influencers as well. This is already talked about, like chatbot AI for personalization. And yeah, we'll also integrate a CRM, supply chain management tools for real-time farm updates, maybe like kind of WhatsApp business, if any. So this is not just about like idea. We already did in Corona time. I was working in a startup company. There we started with like WhatsApp and Excel. So there were a lot of our high executives were into apartments with their references. We delivered a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables to the end users. Thank you.
Thank you, Manindra. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll go for the questions and feedback now quickly. So we'll start with Aditya sir.
Sure. Good job, Manindra. A couple of questions and points of feedback, right? Okay, so the first thought that I had was everyone says fresh, but how do you ensure that it is really fresh, right? I think it's a sourcing and a supply chain and a quality control and a volume problem. And while you've talked about training farmers and things like that, that's not going to ensure that by the time that product or that vegetable reaches the end consumer, it's going to be fresh, right? So I think the whole operational logistics part of it was oversimplified and not you didn't go into it at all throughout your presentation. And I think that's a very important part of the whole product experience, right? And it needs to be part of your go-to-market deck. So I think that's really the first key point of feedback that I have. The second is your comparative analysis, right? When you said that Zepto and Blinkit and Instamart do not have organic produce, they do actually, because I order from Instamart all the time and from Blinkit all the time. They do have organic produce and it arrives in 5 minutes. So I'm not quite sure if if there is a white space in the market. I actually believe that there might be a white space in the market, but your presentation and the way you sort of did the analysis, it's not coming out with clarity and sharpness, right? So I think these are the two main areas of feedback that I had. Uh, One is the whole backend supply chain, value chain management, and the second is what is your wedge? How are you going to enter the market? What's your route to market? That clarity isn't there. And then how do you scale? And I think the third key sort of again feedback and gap that I found in your presentation is that you don't talk to me about any numbers, right? Until and unless you ground it within numbers and you say, okay, I'm going to get X, Y, and Z users, which is going to drive this much revenue, and these are going to be my margins, and this is how the margins scale or expand over time, right? Unless I see those numbers, I'm not confident that this business is something that is viable. So I think these are the three key takeaways that I would like to sort of give to you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we'll hear it from Vinny, ma'am.
Hey, hi, Manindra. Good attempt. And couple of questions from my side. So, first of all, in the end of the presentation where you mentioned that you already did an MVP, uh, uh, I think from the presentation point of view, if that would have been your starting point, that would have been quite interesting to see, right? That you did an MVP. What was the result? What were the insights which you took away from him? And that's what motivated you to actually make this product at a larger scale or like whatever. So that's the feedback from my side on the presentation part. Also I think you spent a lot of time in explaining the scenarios when this problem is quite easily understandable, right? Like today, everybody, in fact, from the last 10 years, we've been talking healthy food, healthy things, healthy things. So, is that uh, you tried to simplify it for us, but I felt that it was more time, that time could have been invested more into, let's say, talking numbers, as Aditya was saying, right? Or making us believe in your entire strategy of why you think you are different or you are doing something different than what others are doing. Just give me a second, please. Hey, sorry, folks. Perils of having a small child at home. Sorry. And from the overall part, I think again from the competition part, I also felt that the research was not well done. Swiggy, Zomato, everybody is giving. While if you say that, hey, what they are giving is not good because A, B, C, D, E. I spoke to 5 people. They are giving at a higher price. They are not talking directly to the farmers. I mean, there could be certain things which could have made us believe that, hey, why? Because Swiggy and Zomato are already doing that at a bigger scale, right? Or a Blinkit is doing this at a bigger scale. So this is from the competition part. From the overall GTM strategy, also I felt that there was a lot of things which were not considered. There was no the detailing was missing, and last is that I would want to see how your app looks like, right? What is that you're bringing in front of the customer? How will it be different from what they're already seeing? Both from a farmer side, or if farmer is not directly selling, you are the sellers, then how will the backend, I mean, you can manage your backend, but at least what will consumers see is what would have made a little bit more difference.
Okay. So consumer side, like it should be same e-commerce application, like top of funnel, bottom funnel. But yeah, from backend side, of course, there will be some onboarding for vendor onboarding,
And
vendor
that's where we convert
certification.
the consumer, right, Manendra? Like we can all market, get people to a place or a B landing page, but how will you convert them is where your look and feel, where how you talk to the consumer, how you sell them about the product, how you make them believe that what they're buying from A is actually much better than what you're buying. The imagery, what you use makes a lot of difference, right?
Yeah. So of course, the certification part I mentioned, but yeah, exactly. The all points are noted. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Abhijit, sir.
Yeah. Good work, man. I think few comments. I'll just go one by one. First, I think anecdotally, the problem statements that you mentioned were quite on point, and I think it has been a prevalent, I would say, problem statement for years now, which a lot of brands have been trying to solve. My concern was one with, I think, the market sizing. I think it was slightly off. Again, I felt certain assumptions, the way it was structured, etc., did not make a lot of sense. The other thing, not having, let's say, any players, I would not agree to that. I think there are quite a few startups both in the branded and unbranded space. So while the quick commerce platforms obviously have their versions of let's say loose sale of loose items in both fruits and veggies. There are also a lot of organic startups, so Organic Tattva and so on and so forth, which are sort of working on this for a long time. And I think this is a problem which keeps getting rediscovered every year in every city because of the supply chain which is involved, the enormous supply chain which is involved. And I think a lot of Swiggy itself has also learned that delivering fresh produce is far more difficult than delivering food or delivering groceries, non-perishable. So perishables is a very tricky space to operate profitably and sustainably. Right. So that is, I think, the thing. And that is why I also felt competition mapping was incomplete, because I think a lot of real competitors were not even considered. And the imagery was that probably, it's a completely greenfield kind of initiative that we are getting into. One thing which I think probably through 70-80% of the deck I was not clear is, are you selling dishes or are you selling raw material? I'm guessing you are selling raw material in terms of fruits and vegetables, etc. It might have been interesting to tap into, let's say, the dishes as well, which is a bit more value added, so to say. Uh, I think defining the TG was fine. The positioning was a bit generic. I did not see how you could really differentiate against the competition, because every single organic. I think organic is the word which I think was not mentioned in your deck a lot, but that is the buzzword which all the other healthy food startups are operating with in today's day and age. And I think the differentiation in that positioning statement was missing. In the GTM, I felt the GTM was, while it was simplistic in nature, but I think it was still rooted in reality, which is something I liked. So I think you did mention that in Hyderabad, you would tie up with 15 farms and talk and reach out to 5,000 consumers on invite, which I think is a more sensible approach rather than, spraying it without any concern to a wide audience. I think this was something which worked for me. But then again, I think the level of detailing could have been better, considering I think what Vinny also mentioned, you spent a lot of time defining the problem, and then the crux of what you will actually do with it, we were not able to spend a lot of time on that. Last bit, I think, yeah, DG and sales enablement stuff, I think was again basic. It was fine as a starting point, could have maybe dived deeper into it. As an initial priority, it was okay. Channels and growth strat, I think, again was fine. And I think the recurring theme is how do you break free? So I think there are I think the fundamental mismatch is that this deck is coming from a place of there being no substantial player in this industry, whereas that is not the truth. Which is why I think while independently operating and doing certain things makes sense, but how do you break out of clutter and stand out and make a room for yourself in this category is the question to answer. And let me tell you that this is already becoming a crowded space, not by the, let's say, size of certain players, which that some players have become very big, but just by the sheer number of players which are entering into this space, and not very successfully as of now. So I would say it's a mixed bag for me. That ways, I think certain problem was identified correctly. You went about defining your overall TG positioning and launch and so on and so forth. But I think a big chunk of it, which is what is already existing out there in the world, was not taken into consideration with the weightage it should have.
Yeah, thanks. Noted.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we'll go for the scores now. Aditya, sir, you score for Manindra.
So my score is 2.5.
Sorry, sir, I couldn't hear you.
2.5.
Okay. Abhijit, sir, your score?
Yeah, I'll also have 2.5.
Okay. Vinny, ma'am, your score?
For me, this is a 2.
All right. Okay. So we'll go for the audience poll now. The Manindra. Audience, please grab the phone and cast your votes for Manindra. You have 30 seconds. All right. Time's up. We'll see the audience poll. All right. Thank you so much, Manindra. All the best for you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Now we have come to the final phase of the event now. So first of all, thank you presenters and thank you jury members. So before we announce the winner for Skillathon, I request jury members to accept our certificate of appreciation and share their experience on today's Skillathon. So juries, please accept your certificate of appreciation. So first up, we'll start with Aditya sir. So how was your experience and also your final thought on the GTM and other strategies? And because a lot of it is broadcasted in YouTube and LinkedIn also, it's going live. So you can tell some words and share your experience accordingly. Yeah.
Sure. No, I think it was a really good experience. The overall quality of the presentations was quite high. And I think what is also very interesting is in scenarios, most scenarios where I'm part of these types of discussions, it's usually a very it's a very clear demographic, right? It's young professionals between the ages of say 21 and 30 who are essentially doing this. Very good to see people from all walks of life across all age groups giving their points of view. And I think I learned a fair bit as well sitting through all of these presentations. And I think all presenters did an exceptional job, and definitely very enriching experience for me, right? So I think overall, awesome work. And yeah, would love to be a part of this again.
Thank you so much. Vinny, ma'am?
Hey, I think I really enjoyed these last 2 hours. I mean, interesting presentations from everyone. A lot of work had gone in, from each of the participant, from defining the problem to actually applying whatever they have learned through you guys. And this was really an interesting way to see how, and it actually made me remember what we used to do in B schools, and uh, and then hearing what they are actually doing out. I mean, what more could be done? And I actually am taking away a lot of interesting ideas and things probably which I am not doing right now when I am presenting my GTMs, or my team is presenting the GTMs. So thank you so much, and special kudos to you, Maharanjan, and your team for organizing this, for the keeping it sharp on time. And I apologize for the multiple follow-ups I made you through for the things. But yeah, that's about it. But thank you so much, and really happy to be here. And all the best, all the very best to all the participants for your future endeavors as well.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Uh, Abhijit, sir?
Yeah, I think first of all, thanks for including me in this event. I think it was quite good, quite lovely. Um, it's been a while since I've seen decks, and just the thoughts of making those decks in a B school on at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the night, just sort of went back in time a bit. But yeah, I think a great bunch of folks who presented here. I think the hard work and the effort was was clearly visible on the screens, right? In terms of like each and every slide was loaded with content, loaded with thoughts and strategies, and getting through all of it in a span of 10 minutes was a task. But I think most of the participants were able to do it well. And I think a special mention to you as well for managing it sharply. So yeah, I think I also loved the variety of ideas which came in, which really showed that it's not just one generic trend which everyone is following, but it's more sort of diverse. While three of these ideas were around food, but they were still so diverse even within the food category that it cannot be, none of them can be considered as a direct competition of each other, right? So I think great work scouting the ideas, great work working on them, and going through the entire sort of strategy to execution, and then doing the number crunching and so on. So great work, everyone. And I think scores aside, all of you have done quite well. And I'm sure, I hope to see some of these ideas to fruition and use them someday as a consumer. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time and presence on this platform, and the insightful feedback and questions will encourage the students to look into the product with more clarity, right? Okay. Now we'll go ahead and announce the winner, right? So any guesses, audience? Any guesses? If you have anyone in your mind, please drop in the comment section. Okay, let me move. Yeah. So yeah, by the way, winner also will get the gift voucher, right? And the winner is Balaji. Congratulations, Balaji.
Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate this certificate from everyone and all the comments I got. It's very helpful. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Please go ahead and share a few words. How was your experiences, and what you went through, and yeah, please.
Yeah, The experience was very actually nerve-wracking in the start. So you could see that I was a little bit, was not in the right track, but I was able to catch the thread. Uh, like showcasing your ideas to industry people and getting feedback from them is something I think it's not easy to get in any platform. So that itself, that it as if even winning the certificate is actually not as great as getting feedback from live people who are working in, because it is a very valuable gem that normally I will not be able to even meet them, and get their time. So this event is actually very, very helpful for people who wants to get feedback from industry people and understand how their product is, because it helps a lot for people who are budding product managers to understand where they're lacking. Yes, the institute does provide a top-notch education, but apart from that, a practical view of what your work is something very valuable. So I would like to thank every people who have voted for me, the juries, and especially to you two for having me on this place and submitting my idea. Thank you very much again to everybody.
Thank you, Balaji. Thank you so much, and congratulations to the other participants also. Wishing you all the for good luck for the future. And today, I think that's it. We'll wrap the sessions. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks.